Hello guys, so welcome back today. We're off to Ullswater today. Got the boat all rigged up on the back of the trailer. Jordan's in the car, so we're just going to drive over to Ullswater now, get the boat loaded up in the water and see how we get on. So we just got to the lake now, just loading the boat up. Jordan's rigging up, got my rods on there, not quite set up. Public slipway just here, so nice and simple. Gonna get the boat backed in, get the trailer and the truck moved off, and then get to some fishing, so see you on the water. So we're just out on the lake now, got the boat launched in on the slipway. We're just gonna sort of have a bit of a cruise around to start with, see where we fancy starting fishing. I'll just give you a show. So we launched just in the little slipway here. There's obviously the Ullswater steamers run from here. Not a massively wide lake, but it goes super far down there, sort of round a bend. Never fished here before from the boat. Fished here a couple of times from the shore. Reports of massive perch in here, so that's what we're coming for today. I think we might just sort of anchor up near these two boats and have a cast underneath them with the spinners, see if we can get anything. But we'll stick the GoPro on and see how we can go on. So we've just pulled up on the first spot here. We've moved just a touch from where the boats are over towards this little island. Just fishing this size 5 spinner, nice fire tiger sort of pattern, bright UV pattern. We're currently sitting over about 53 feet of water, so it's fairly deep. A lot of fish coming up on the sonar, so we're just going to have a few casts, see how it goes. We've just been talking, saying how nobody really fishes around here, on a boat specifically. A lot of people fish from the bank, but these areas that are unreachable from the bank are bound to yield fish, or at least fish that are sort of less accustomed to being caught, I suppose. So we're just going to fish a couple of these areas that are unreachable from the bank, see if we get anything to bite. It's maybe a little bit too early on still, we'll see how we'll go. The conditions are pretty good today. We've had some rain this morning, early hours this afternoon as well. And we've got a little bit of chop on the water. It's overcast, not too bright, and we've also got a forecast of a storm rolling in later on tonight, which obviously brings the fish on. So the target today, like we said before, is perch. Allegedly there's some pike in here. Whether they're of any size or not, I don't know. There's trout, and there's also the shellyfish or skellyfish. I'm not entirely sure how you say that one. But yeah, there's reports of them in here. They're like ancient sort of fish that I think they were brought through the glacials, is that right? Somehow trapped in sort of glacial waters from the ice age, I suppose, if it was glacial. So yeah, there's reports of them in here, pike, perch, the usual sort of lake fish. But yeah, we'll have a few casts here, spend maybe 10-15 minutes here and see how we get on. Switch for a few beats, I'll let you know if I switch over. I'll come back to you if we catch anything. So that first rig wasn't working, so I've switched over to a second rod. I've got this 28 gram spinnerbait here with a nice sort of UV perch with a spiral tail trailed on the back of it. I'll have a few casts with this, and then probably look to trawl sort of back in that direction. See if we pick anything up on the trawl. There's a lot of fish still sitting deeper down, so we're still trying to use the heavier sort of baits. We were marking a lot of fish when we saw more adjacent to the island. Since we've drifted with the wind north of the island, the fish find is sort of quieting down. Realistically, we want to be back over towards the steamer boats, but the last one has just come in, so Once that's sort of calmed down, give it sort of 20 minutes, half an hour to sort of let the fish settle. We'll maybe head back over there and see what we can do. I'll just untangle this trailer here. But yeah, we'll just have a couple more casts here and then look to troll back south down the lake. So we've just trawled over to this little spot here. Unfortunately nothing on the trawl. Just as we were pulling into this little area, we saw a few small rises. So hopefully the fish are going to be around here. So we'll probably fish this 10-15 minutes, 20 minutes, see if we can get any bites. Whilst we were coming over here, we went over a nice little area showing a lot of fish on the fish finder, which is always promising, but so far no fish, but super good feeling about this lake. Like I said, we've never fished it from a boat before, but yeah, super good feeling about it. Seems to be a lot of perch about. We've been doing a little bit of reading just while we were trawling there. So there's also Arctic char in here. I mentioned before we've got jellyfish, pike, perch. There's also Arctic char in here. But it says online that there's some specimen perch well over £3. My personal best is a £3 perch on Ullswater, so it'd definitely be nice to break that. But we'll keep at it, keep fishing, keep casting. As long as the line stays wet, we'll be having a good time. So let's just see how we can get on. So we've just moved into another spot again. First few places we've tried, no luck really. We trawled over here, again nothing really. The lake dropped down to about 90 feet in depth, which that's a first for me on the boat. But I'll just give you a quick look at where we're at now. So we've got a nice sort of inaccessible rock line there, an old boathouse, some shoreline, and then a little boat for some structure just off the edge there. So we'll fish this for a little bit, see how we get on. Hopefully start getting a few fish, but so far no success. So we've moved again. We found this nice little bay here, some super high weed beds. Jordan's actually had a couple of perch already, but I wasn't filming. So we're both running super soft spinners, trying to keep them top of the weed beds. Just seeing if any fish come up and take them. Like I say, Jordan's had 2 now, so we'll probably stick around here for a bit, keep casting, see if we can bring them out of these weed beds. But probably a good place to start, to be fair, if you ever come into a new lake. Try and find yourself somewhere like this. There's bound to be fish hiding in them. Probably a jig would work quite well in here, or a nice weedless rig, but spinners should work for now, so let's see how we get on. So I've switched onto a little weedless rig here. Big circle hook through, a little 5 gram weight. See how this performs. Try and jig it through the weeds. See how we get on. I've got a feeling they're probably sitting right in the bottom of all the weeds instead of on the top, so instead of trying to skim over the top, I'm going to actually get down in there and see if I can pull them out. So we sat over the weed beds there. Jordan had those 2 fish. I tried the weedless rig, still no success. We're just going to head now back over towards the boats where we first started. That's where we marked the most fish, so we're going to go and see if they come on the feed there before we pull the boat off. Still been a nice day, nice evening should I say. Definitely be coming back. Definitely one that you'll need a full day minimum to explore even like half of this lake. It's so long. Plenty of fish in here, plenty coming up on the scanner. It's just one of those days so far, but hopefully we'll have a little bit of success back at these last few spots. So we've just pulled up back on the boats. Hadn't even started recording, and we're already into our first fish. So let's have a look. Oh. So as you can see there, nice healthy fish. Probably wouldn't quite go a pound. But let's get it back. So what we're trying to do here, fish underneath this jetty. Seems like the perch probably going to sit under there. Plenty of shelter. A lot of structure for them to work on. That first fish I got when I just got here, basically cast just by one of these pillars. Let it sink for a few seconds, and almost instantly, so it must have took it on the drop, almost instantly felt the weight on the rod, and fish was on there. So we're going to stick at this probably for the rest of the session now. See if we can bring in any more fish. But, see how we get on. So should you know, we're going for this small lipped super shadow wrap, 11 centimeters. Nice action in the water, doesn't fish mega deep, but a bit of a change. See if we can get any fish. So that's it for today. Thunderstorm rolling in just over there. Just heard some thunder crack. So we're going to fetch the boat off now, get it loaded back up onto the pickup and make for home. Just the 3 fish today. Oh, still better than none. Yeah, definitely be back. Just one of those days, not on the feed this time. Maybe some warmer weather will bring them on. The water is quite cold, but yeah, good day's fishing nonetheless, or good afternoon's fishing nonetheless. Always nice to be out on the water. So give you a quick brief rundown of sort of my thoughts on the area when I get back in the truck, but we'll get this boat loaded and I'll see you in a sec. So I just pulled up back at home now. Didn't get any footage of the last little section or getting off the lake or anything. Rain rolled in fairly heavy. Got the boat off, and then we were just getting the straps and everything on when the heavens opened, so didn't bother recording anything. But yeah, back home now. Overall, good session. Cool to see some different water from the boat as opposed from the bank. Definitely be going back. I feel like the warmer weather might benefit the perch. Always seems to in dirt water, so definitely go back when there's a lot more sun. Like I said, the water temperature was quite low compared to dirt water, probably because of the depth of it, but 100% be going back in the near future. And I'll be taking a separate micro SD card to start mapping out Ullswater as well. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you saw a few different techniques, a few different lures used. Shame we only got the one fish on video. But yeah, see you next time.